So today is one of those days again in which they start using Pam to target me. And I knew something was up this morning when she left for work, as I stayed over. And when she left to work, I was sleeping. I was on the couch sleeping, and she came over. I was sleeping. She gave me a kiss, and then she was like, "Bye." And I was like, "Why did she say bye like that?" Now, I've been here for the past 4 days, and every morning she what it is, true Wednesday. So Monday she didn't work. Yesterday she left for work. She came, gave me a kiss, didn't do all of that, but today she did that. Then during the day, someone had opened up the door to the roof of the building. Okay, so the alarm started going off, and then soon afterwards, they had the police helicopters flying overhead and such, right? And again, I didn't hear any type of footsteps. There's no police in the building. So I knew, again, this was something that staged because they've done this, many times before. Then on top of that, for the past 2 weeks, when she's at work, she calls to see how me and the kids were doing, or the kids and I were doing, and today she just went totally quiet. So I called her, and she was like, hey, I'm kind of busy, what have you, such and such. I'm like, okay, fine, what have you. So the entire rest of the entire day, she didn't call at all to say, hey, how you and the kids doing. And mind you, this is what she's been doing every single day consistently for 2 weeks. So something happened today. That's why this morning, like I said, when she left, must have happened sometime last night because she said she was up. I was on the car sleeping. She was up with my daughter, Alyssa, at 4 o'clock in the morning. They were up until she was ready to go to work. So I don't know what was happening, but again, multiple helicopters, and again, how she's behaving today, very distant. Because I called her back to speak to her, she seemed very, very distant, and again, this is something that I've gone through over and over with her, and I've told her about this behavior, so I know what's coming next. And so when she comes home, I have to confront her on that. And you hear the helicopters again. Now they've been going on like this all day. Okay, so again, well, that might be a plane. I think it's a low flying plane. Yeah, it sounds like a small plane. So again, then the Ethan, they'll be microwaving us again, because Ethan now, he's I was here fixing his computer. There was an update, and something had went haywire because it kept crashing all day, and so he comes over to me, and again, I know we're being microwaved again, because he started doing things that were targeted towards me. Okay, for example, pressing his thumb on his arm like this. Let me see if I can show you guys. All right. So he comes over to me and he does this, and then he turns around and walk away. Now the reason being, my elder son, his mother, during the in the beginning of this was actually how they set me up so that they can implant me with a microchip and also drug me. We had broken up. We had just came back from vacation, and I think it was 2 months later we had broken up. And then she sent my son out of the country for a month and didn't tell me. And every time I would call, she keep telling me, she would hang up the phone or telling me he's not here or what have you, such and such. And so, I went to talk to her one night because it was ridiculous, what she was doing. And, she didn't open her door, but she called the cops, okay, saying that I assaulted her, all this stuff, which was all a lie. I did not assault her. There was no pictures they took of her being assaulted, but they wrote this whole list of charges: assault, stalking, was third-degree assault, uh, uh, um, stalking, trespassing, all this stuff. It was like, at least it was a list of stuff. Okay, I mean, it was long. And also because I had taken her to court for joint custody, so that she could never send him out of the country without my permission again, and she would have to let me know if she do send him out, which I have no problem with it. You know, she sent him with her mother. I have no problem with that. But the fact is that when she did that, she did not even inform me. You know, she just sent him like, hey, whatever. So that night, when she called the cops, I was arrested. The morning I woke up, well, not really in the morning, but it's like, yeah, early morning, I woke up and I had a burning sensation in my arm. And when I looked down, I had a needle mark in my arm. Okay. And so I went to court that morning. The judge let me go on my own. I had to post bail or nothing like that. So again, all these charges that they put on on the paper was all fabricated and lies. Okay. And then she tried to use that to get me to drop the custody charges. Okay. So I want you people to understand how cunning these people are, how exactly what it is that they do, how they manipulate people. If they decide that they're going to target you and put you an experiment on you, they have to do things in which they can get you in a situation, or they'll wait until, if you're in a relationship, they will break up that relationship. They will manipulate that relationship. They manipulate you and the other person in the relationship. They will go to that other person and get them to participate in this, because now they're playing on their emotions. Okay. And once they can do that, because they are very good at manipulating people emotions, I know. Okay, I've been through this, going on 2 decades now, right? So I know exactly how they can manipulate people emotions. And again, I say, as a black man, this is how they manipulate black men and black women, and that's the reason why black men and black women today are so separated. Okay, there is no unification amongst black men and black women, because there is an outside influence that is negatively influencing black men and black women to view each other in a negative light. So anyway, so when he did that, again, this is what they call dark NLP, right? Knowing exactly what they have done, and then microwaving, people around me, my kids, family members, to do these things, because again, it's called what is called the power of association, or dark NLP, anchors and triggers. So this is what they've been doing. So, they've been pretty quiet for the past 2-3 days, but now they are back on this again. And so again, I have to do a video just to document what's going on. Okay. And also over the entire weekend, was not able to do my homework at all, because the site which I do my math homework on has been down. Okay. And coincidentally today, so over the entire weekend, it wasn't working, right? But today, all of a sudden now it's working, right? So it took them basically like 3 days, from, let's say, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days, okay, to get the website up and running again. So, but the teacher had gave us extra time to complete our homework, so, which is a good thing. Okay. Then also today, with remote no monitoring, I'm doing my math homework, and and I guess since I was doing a pretty good job, right, that they were upset also. So I think this was probably the reason why, because soon after, this was the reason why they opened up the door to the rooftop of the building, right? So again, this is something that they'll continuously do, right? The remote no monitoring. It is something that, like I said, as a TI, you have to understand that they're never going to stop. You may have a couple of days in which they will subdue the targeting, and again, it's because maybe you've exposed them in a certain way, and so now they have to come back. They have to think. They have to go regroup, think of new ways, new method to come back at you, right? and in ways to which, and again, they, you know, when they do these things, it is always to their benefit. It is never to your benefit as a TI. So if they try to make you believe that it is to your benefit, don't believe it. It's a lie. You know, for those religious TI, if you believe in God and the devil, you know, they always say the devil is a liar, right? Well, these people are the devil and they are liars. So don't believe them. And, you know, but this is something, again, like I said, this is something that they will continue to do from time to time. And so today, after, like I said, a few days of, you know, I was still targeted. They're still, you know, using Pam, but it was very subtle up until today. So up until today, they got very aggressive. And again, microwaving us here in the apartment and getting my son to target me in specific ways again. And it is to, again, bring back those type of memories, those triggers, right? And those anchors. So when he did that, and he, you know, like I said, he just walked over, you know, pressed his thumb against his arm, right, where, you know, inside of his arm like this, right, just like that, and then turn around and walk back off again. It is to jar my memory, right, of what they have done to me, you know, decades ago. Okay, so this is something that, again, they will continue to do. And particularly, like I said, they will find new ways, they will find new people, right, to engage in this type of targeting, whether to get a new person to falsely accuse you of something so they can continue to target you, or to manipulate you and cause you to do something that's negative so they can continue to target you. So you have to know what's going on. All right. And again, document these things that are happening to you. You don't have to put them on YouTube, but document them, put them on a drive, multiple drives. Okay. So that way you will have documentation of what's happening to you and what's been done to you. You know, I put my videos up on YouTube because I want the world to know. I want the world to understand what's going on. And I want the people around me to understand what's going on. Right? And to let the perpetrators, because I know they look at my videos. Because when I post some videos and sometimes it hit them hard, they come back with a vengeance. Okay? And it's retaliation. And that's, it's that's their belief system, right? It's to retaliate. Right. So the more you expose them is the more they retaliate against you in hopes that, they can beat you down and you submit to their assault, psychological, physical, chemical, and neurological assault. All right. With these directed energy weapons and with remote neural monitoring. OK, and again, it's to silence you. Right. So, I haven't done a video in a couple of days. It's not because of, the silence that they've been going on with for the past couple of days, for the subtleness of their targeting, but it's more so because I've been over by Pam. Again, I've been taking care of the kids, and she's just been sleeping. That's all. She come home from work, she goes to sleep. All right. Monday, I had to tell her, I said, listen, I got up, spent 2 hours making breakfast. My back hurt afterwards. And I asked you, to watch the kids for a few hours while I do some studying. And, she just totally ignored me and just continued to stay in her room sleeping. Okay. And so I had to confront her. I said, listen, you got to keep in mind that I'm in school. Okay. When you were in school, I supported you. Right. The kids were with me, 95% of the time. There are a few times that I didn't watch the kids because, again, it wouldn't have been good for me to watch it because of my targeting. This was a while back, so, I'm much better at handling a lot of the stuff that they throw at me. But back then, I was very emotionally, they had that emotional control over me in which they can make me upset at will. And they would use her to do it. And so, it doesn't work like that so much anymore. I mean, it still happens, all right, because there's nothing I can do, there's nothing anybody can do with these type of assault. You're going to react a certain way. But if you understand and you can limit their ability to constantly manipulate your emotions, because your emotions still going to get manipulated. This is just what they do, right? This is what they do. They're expert at these things, okay? They use all sorts of tactics. They have the expert, they have the technology, they have the resources, they have the manpower, We as TIs, we don't. We are the victims of this. And so educating ourselves is key. And understanding the psychological process is key. Right? So with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. I have some videos that I got to put together because the issue that I'm having with this computer and the updates and stuff like that, I keep causing everything to crash. I'm gonna give it a couple of days and let Microsoft work out whatever issue until the problem is resolved, and then I get back to doing my videos, how I usually do them. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video, and don't forget, all right, when they do this, it is never for your benefit. So don't let them try to manipulate you into thinking that it's for your benefit. Look up Coercive Persuasion Program. Okay, matter of fact, go to the website psychologicalharassment.com. Okay, and they'll tell you, right? The architect of these types of programs, they get away with it by silencing their victims. Okay, and this is one victim that won't be silenced. And I know there are a lot of victims out there of this that is not going to be silent and won't remain silent. So keep up the fight. Don't give up, right? And remember, learn all you can about psychological conditioning, psychological programming. Learn all you can. I've given information, okay? You guys can look at my videos. Look at, I have the links in a lot of videos of a lot of websites that you guys can go to that are helpful resources for targeting an individual, okay? So I'll see you guys in the next video.